Come onto your back, lie down. And just start to follow your breath. In through the nose, out through the nose. And as you trace your breath coming in and out, notice the quality of the breath. Is it smooth? Is it choppy? Does it feel easy? Is it challenging? And then do your best to allow the breath to be easy, to be natural. Even though you're deepening it, you're putting awareness on it. The sheer act of paying attention to your breath typically deepens it. So you don't have to really do much more other than that. Couple more rounds here. And then bend your knees, put your feet flat on the floor. Press your shoulders down, stretch the arms long, palms to the sky. Inhale, just come up into an easy bridge here. See if you can draw the fronts of the shoulders back and broaden the collarbones a little bit more. One more inhale and exhale, releasing down. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, arch the back. Exhale, connect the front ribs into the back ribs, bring the arms back up to the sky and then down alongside your body. Bridge pose again, lifting up, inhale. Exhale, releasing down. Inhale, arms reach overhead. This time, try not to arch the back, just reach through the shoulder girdle. Bring the arms back down alongside the body. And then inhale, bridge pose up. Exhale, release down. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, release the arms back down. Inhale, lift up, bridge. Exhale, release down. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, back at your side. Last time, bridging up, inhale. Exhale down. Arms overhead, inhale. And then exhale, hands come back down, knees into your chest, give yourself a squeeze. Rock side to side if it feels good. And I want to rock over to your side or up and through to come onto your hands and your knees. Hands will come right under your shoulders. Knees are under your hips. This is Lulu. She's loud and talks a lot. Hopefully she won't talk over me the whole time. Inhale, heart, head, tail, rise to the sky. And then exhale, round the back, drop the head, drop the tail. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round the back. Two more, inhale. And exhale, round. One more, inhale. And exhale, round. Come to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes and come into downward facing dog. Hips high. Bend one knee, drop into the opposite heel. And then switch. Bend the opposite knee, drop into the opposite heel. And then a couple times, side to side with that. Take your time with it, breathe through it. And then next inhale, come forward into plank. About 5 breaths here. Use your knees if you need to. Broaden across the chest. Plug the shoulder blades into the back. Thighs to the sky. Nice long line, head to heel. And then pick up your right leg, just a few inches. Come into three-legged dog, up and back. And then exhale, place your right foot between your hands. Put your back knee down. You can have the toes tucked or you can release the toes. Rise up, Anjane Asana. Lifting the heart, lifting the spine, lifting the front of the hips up, sinking down into the front foot, into the back foot, and then pressing the feet down to get more energy up. Take an inhale here. Exhale, elbows bend, lift the heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, bend the elbows, bring the hands behind the hips, place the fingers, open the heart a little bit more, stretch the hands and knuckles down the back of the leg as much as you feel comfortable. It's still early, so don't crank your back. Lift the heart higher. And then inhale, rise back up. Good, tuck the back toes, reverse warrior, turn the back heel in and down, sink and reach. One more inhale. And then just pivot the feet around, all the way around to the back of your mat. Square your left foot to the back of the mat. Come up onto the right toes. Your right hand is down. Left hand to the side. Gentle twist here. One more inhale. Release this left hand down. Come around to your right. Facing the side of your mat, Prasarita Padottanasana. Toes are square, fingers face the same direction as your toes. Lengthen the heart forward, inhale. Take weight into the front of your foot, into the toes, the front of the heel, and exhale. Release the crown of the head down. Gently draw the thumbs on the ground toward each other and gently spiral the pinky fingers wider. Inhale, pull your heart forward. Walk your hands around to the top of your mat, step back to plank. Inhale and plank. Stay with me, use your knees if you need to. Halfway down, chaturanga. Come back up to plank and pause. Breathe. Stretch the left leg back. Three-legged dog, up and back. And then place your left foot forward. Right knee down. Inhale, Anjane Asana, rising up. Take an inhale. Exhale, elbows bent. Inhale. Exhale, elbows bent. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, hands come behind the hips, lace the fingers, heart to sky, open up any amount here. Rise back up, tuck the back toes, reverse warrior. Last inhale. Straighten that front leg, pivot all the way to the back of your mat. Left hand comes down, right hand to the sky. And just twist open. Last breath in. Release the hand around. Square your feet to the side of your mat. This time, lace your hand the awkward way behind the back, and then melting forward, cross the reed up, Padottanasana again. Inhale, come halfway up. Walk your hands around top of the mat. Step back to plank, inhale. Chaturanga or the floor, exhale. Up dog or cobra, inhale. And downward facing dog with your exhale. Pause and breathe. Inhale, high to your toes. Bend your knees, look forward, bring your feet to your hips. Come halfway up with your inhale. Fold down, exhaling. Good. Inhale, rise up to stand. And draw your hands to your heart with your exhale. Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway. Plant your hands on the ground, chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Pause and breathe. Inhale, high to your toes. Bend your knees, look forward, feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold down, exhale. Inhale, rise to stand. And draw your hands to your heart, exhale. We go again. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale and rise. Down dog, exhale. Pause here and breathe. Root your hands down. Gently draw your thumbs toward each other. Get that strong, stable foundation. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees, look forward, feet to your hands. Halfway, inhaling. Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands draw to your heart, exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bow. Halfway, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, rise. And dog, exhale. Right leg back, inhale. Right knee, left tricep. Inhale back. Right knee, right tricep. Slowly inhale back, open the hip, bend the knee if it feels good. Stay here or flip over into wild. Totally up to you if you just stay in three-legged dog or if you bring it around. Come back around, right foot top of the mat. Back heel roots down. Bring your right hand to your right hip. Pull that right hip back, the crease of the hip, pull it back. Bend that knee until the knee is right, the shin is perpendicular to the floor. Yeah, knee right on top of like the front of the heel. And then come straight up the center, warrior one. So left ribs draw forward, right ribs draw back. Shoulders, same thing. Don't worry as much about the hips. Root the back heel more. Straighten the back leg more and then sink a little deeper. Take another breath in. Bring your hands behind your hips. Lace your fingers. Inhale, heart to sky. And exhale, bow forward. We'll take a few breaths here. If your stance doesn't feel wide enough, like if you feel squeezed here, like you're either going to fall over because you've tight-roped yourself or that you can't fit your torso forward, you can take this right foot a little wider. Play with your stance. You've got all those liberties. With an inhale, rise up, reverse warrior all the way. Adjust your feet so you feel centered. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Pivot your feet around. You're going to twist to the back of your mat. Opening up here. And then release the left hand down. Come into a forward fold here. So repeating that Prasarita, Padottanasana. And then coming back around top of the mat. Inhale, step back, Chaturanga, exhale. Rise, opening, and down dog, exhale. Left leg back, inhale. Cross to the right, tap the elbow or the tricep. Inhale back, and then tap the left. Inhale back, open up, three-legged dog or wild thing. And then left foot all the way to the top of the mat. Turn the back heel down. Take your left hand to your left hip. Pull the crease of the left hip back. Knee right on top of that ankle. And then rise up the center, warrior one. Start that wrapping action of the rib cage. Right ribs forward, left back. The shoulders follow. Press more into the back foot and stand down heavy on the front foot. Last breath here. Bring your hands behind your hips. Lace your fingers the other way. Inhale, heart to sky. And then exhale, bow forward. Inhale, rise up. Reverse warrior, come all the way around. And then straighten the front leg. Pivot the feet. You're going to face the back of your mat. Twisting lunge, right toes facing straight ahead, up on the left toe. And then release the hand down. Bring it around. Prasarita just for a breath. And then draw the heart forward, step back to the top of the mat. Inhale to plank, chaturanga, exhale. Rise, inhale. And down dog, exhale. Couple breaths. Inhale high to your toes. Bend your knees, look forward, feet to your hands. Halfway. Inhale, fold down, exhale. Chair, inhale. Lift the spine, neutral spine. Yeah. So gently draw the belly back, but not so much that you go into this flexion and the low back. You want to stay neutral. So for me, that's a little curve. For most of us, that's a little curve. Energetically, the front hips are lifting off the thighs at the same time. Hands into heart. Left arm outside your right thigh, twisting to your right. Open the arms if you want. Come into side crow if you want, or just stay right where you are. Every exhale, try to create some space between your belly and your thighs. Come back to chair in the center. Pick up your left leg, rise up to stand. Beautiful. Option to stay here. Option to bring your hands to your heart. Option to lace the hands behind the hips or to come to reverse prayer. Oh my God, so many options. Choose wisely. Push your left foot back behind you. Warrior three. Last inhale. Release your hands down. Melt over your standing legs, standing split. If you're a handstander, I know there's a couple of you with me now. You can plant your hands. I'm gonna give myself a little room. Shift the heart forward and take a couple little hops here. And then back to chair with an inhale. Hands into your heart. And then right arm outside your left side. The second side twisting. Second side twisting. Beautiful. Yes. Same options apply here. If you want, open up the arms. If you want, bring the hands down, come into an arm balance, or just stay right where you are. Come back to chair in the center. Rise up to stand with the right knee lifted. And then decide where you want to go with those arms. Hands to heart, lace the hands overhead, behind the back, or something else. And then push through warrior three, Virabhadrasana 3. Where's your breath? Notice your thoughts. Are they sabotaging you right about now? And then release the hands down to the ground. And standing splits here. If this is enough, you'll stay with standing splits if you want. Plant your hands, bend your standing legs, pick up that heel, and then take a couple little hops. And then back to chair. Inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Rise, inhale. Dog pose, exhale. Right leg back, inhale. Right knee, left tricep. Extend the right leg out, turn the left heel in, fallen triangle, open up, few breaths here. Last inhale, right hand down, Inhale, right leg up and back. Right knee, right tricep. Three-legged dog, opening the hip or flip into wild thing. And then right foot top of the mat. Warrior one, rise up. Bring your hands behind your hips. Lace the fingers, heart to sky, inhale. Bow forward, exhale. Reverse warrior, all the way up and back. Straighten the front leg, pivot the feet. Now little change, pivot the feet. Take this left foot nice and wide. Right hand is gonna come down to the ground. Left hand stays at your left hip. Take the right hand a little forward, even more than you think. Lifting up, and then revolve half moon. I'm just gonna give myself a little more space here. Use your breath. Use your bottom hand to lift more. Use your bottom foot to drive up more. And then use your belly to keep kicking that right leg back. Last inhale, stay with that leg up. Bring the left hand down. Bend your left knee. Bring your right knee behind your left. Come on down to seated. And then twist to your left. Check in with your breath. Check in with how you feel. One more inhale. You're gonna unwind this. Keep your legs for a moment. Just kind of pivot. Maybe this left knee comes around to the left tricep. And you don't even have to lift up this back leg, but if you want, you'll tuck the toe so that you're in a plank with the left knee at the left tricep, yeah? Maybe start to tip forward. Maybe pick up the left foot, bend the elbows. And then maybe you start to lift off and pick up that back leg. I'm out of space here, but you can kick your left leg forward also, Kundanyasana 2. And then keep the right leg down, put it back down if it's floating, lift that left leg up and back. Left knee, right tricep. Kick the foot open, fall in triangle. Take a few breaths here. And then right hand comes down. Inhale, left leg up and back. Left knee, left tricep. Three-legged dog opening up or wild thing. And then step the left foot top of your mat. Warrior one, rising up. Bring your hands behind your hips. Inhale, heart to sky. Bow forward, exhale. Reverse warrior. And come all the way around to the back of your mat. You've got a few breaths to set this up. Revolved half moon. Left leg lifts. Left hand comes forward. Give yourself a nice wide base. So to the left of this right leg and nice and forward. And then start to turn. You can bring your hand to your hip first if you want, or just go ahead, lift that arm up. One more inhale. Release your hand down, bend the knees. Bring your left knee behind. Slowly come all the way down to seated. Careful with your knees. And then twisting to your right. Left arm comes around that right thigh. Last inhale. Start to unwind, bring it around. You're just gonna pivot. You can stay on that left knee. Bring your right knee up into your tricep. Maybe straighten the back leg. Maybe start to kick that foot forward and then lifting off. Yes. Good, good, good. And then inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, place your foot between your hands. We're gonna roll through it a little faster this time. Warrior one, inhale. Hands behind the hips, exhale. Heart to sky, inhale. Exhale, bow. Reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg. You're gonna come all the way around to revolved half moon. Right hand down. Right leg lift. Turn it open. Yes. Release the hand down. Bend the knees. Twist to your left. Take your time. Unwind. Come around. Left knee. Maybe comes to left tricep. This might be it. Maybe extend. Lower down. Lift off. Inhale. Left leg up and back. Cross to the right. Fallen triangle. Bring the hand down. Inhale, up and back. Left knee, left tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog open or wild thing. And then step left foot, top of mat. Warrior one, straight up. Hands behind the hips. Inhale, open. Exhale and bow. Reverse warrior. Come all the way up and around. Pivot your feet to the back of your mat. Revolved half moon. And then bend the knees. Bring the hand down. Twisting the same way, turning to your right. Unravel. Bring it around. Right knee to right tricep. Maybe lift the back knee. This is perfect. Maybe start to push forward. Extend and lift. And then this time, vinyasa to downward facing dog. Really good. Smooth out your breath. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees, look forward, feet to your hands. Halfway. Inhale. Fold, exhale. Share, inhale. Pick up your right knee. Take your left hand to your right knee or take your hand to your foot. I'm just going to slide back again. And try to work the standing leg straight. Use that rooting of the heel, of the toes of that standing leg to lift the heart higher. Knee, same thing as foot. You're pushing the knee into the hand, so I'm like pushing it toward you. I'm pushing it toward you and pulling back against that. So there's a reason to have that connection. It actually gives you the ability to open up more. Come back around through center, hold the leg up. Bring your hands into your heart. Take this right leg back behind you. Keep the heart forward. Inhaling. Exhale, Jiva squat. Sink into that left heel, so send the hips back. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, Jiva squat, lift the heart. Inhale, straighten the standing leg and the lifted leg. Tip the spine forward. Exhale, lift the spine. drop into the heel. Inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale. And then exhale. This time we glide all the way down. If you can do it with no hands, go for it. And then we twist again. So we've been here. We've been here a few times. Yeah? I'm gonna turn this way. Perfect. Perfect. You want? You can tip and lift. Kundanyasana. There's no pressure to come off of this seated position. This is perfect. Two more breaths. And then come through center. Meeting in boat pose. Boat pose. Everyone's favorite, right? Boat pose. Lift the heart. Bend your left knee. Bend your right calf in front of the left shin. The crossing at the shins, lift up through the spine, and then just come forward. So Sukhasana, and then forward fold in Sukhasana. Inhale, rise back up. Come back into boat pose. Hi, baby. All right, bend the right leg. Cross the left shin in front of right. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, come forward. Hi. Good. Inhale, boat again, lifting up. All right, so one of my favorites, we do this all the time, I know. It's just like shaking up how you move and how you transition things. Bend the knees, roll down onto your back. And you're gonna rock right up into chair pose. You can use your hands and then pick up your left knee and rise up to stand. So with this left knee lifted, stand strong on your right leg. Right hand to your knee or to your foot, and then twist. Really good. Come back around to center. Arms up, hands into heart. Take this left leg through. Find warrior three, inhaling, and then exhale, Jiva squat, dropping down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Inhale. As you exhale, take weight into your heel of that standing leg. Inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale. And then exhale, coming down, coming down. And we twist again. This is perfect. You can bring your hands to heart. You can have support with your other arm. So we've done this pose a few times. Just see if you can find something new. Maybe it's removing this base of stability behind you, but maybe you need that. You want to wrap it. You took the arm balance on the other side. I have an obstruction here, so I can't really go into any variations from here. It's so bossy. Check your breath. Last few breaths. You're going to stay here and then come around. Boat pose one more time. And then bring your feet down. Hold your shins, roll back. And we're going to do bridge pose. All right. Knees are bent, feet are flat. Inner foot pushes down. That means the big toe. The base of the big toe presses down. Sides of the shoulders pull open. And then lift the hips. If it's good, lace the hands behind the back. We've done that a lot today. So it's that same sense of lifting through the heart. And then lengthen the tailbone to the back of the knees. Last full breath here. And then release down with your exhale. And take a pause. Repeating that. Or Urdhva Dhanurasana, hands next to the ears. Rising up with an inhale. Maybe today, walk the feet a little closer to the hands if it's there for you, and come up onto the toes. One more inhale. And then carefully back down. If you walk the feet in, walk them back out. Take a pause. Receive the pose. How did it feel? Do you need adjustments? Do you need a break? Or do you need one more? Or do you want one more? And let's take one more when you're ready, if you are in fact doing one more. Inhale, rising up. Last inhale. And then down. Exhale. Take the feet wide, drop the knees into each other. Take your arms like a cactus out to the side. Smooth out your breath. And then drop both knees one way. I don't care which one. And then switch. And then knees to chest or happy baby, whatever feels better to you. And then here's where we go solo. So if you want, stay on your back, take your legs up, and just elevate the legs up. If you want, you can take a shoulder stand, bringing the legs overhead, wrapping the shoulders under your body. So that's all the same arm shoulder work that we've been doing with the hands laced behind the back. The same action of pulling the shoulders under. If you prefer to take a headstand or a handstand, I'm hoping that if you are, it's because you already practiced those poses. Don't try it for the first time without a teacher there. I'm very much in love with this remote practicing in the sense that you can try things that you might have like a little fear to do in the sense of you might look foolish. But if you have fear physically, don't do it. Do things that challenge you and get you out of your comfort zone, and maybe that you're too embarrassed to do in a class, which you should never feel that way, but I know it's true. But don't do things that physically you're not ready for, and that's why there's a risk of not doing it normally. Like wait till you're with a teacher. But otherwise, if any of those things are in your practice, this is your time. I'm going to take a shoulder stand today. It's not my favorite pose on my body, but I'm going to go for it today. We did lots of work on the shoulders, and hopefully I'll feel good in it. So if you're coming to shoulder stand with me, take the legs up, take the legs overhead, and then bring the elbows in toward each other. So you get that sense of pulling the shoulders open. Bring the hands alongside the spine so your fingers point up toward your hips, and then lift the legs up. Chin gently away from the chest so that you get space in the back of the neck. If you're in shoulder stand with me, start to bring the legs slowly down. You can bend your knees if you want, or you can bring them straight down to come into plow. You tuck the toes and then maybe lace the hands and release the arms along the floor. Keep your gaze straight up. I know I just looked sideways, but you stay straight up. And then maybe start to bend the knees. You can release the hands if you want and bring the knees alongside the ears. If you are in headstand, start to come into child's pose. If you are in shoulder stand, and we've gone through this plow and that knee bent position, you'll start to roll out. If you're in shoulder stand with me coming out, I'm going to take you into fish pose as long as it feels okay on your body. You plant your hands down, plant your elbows down, extend the legs out, push your elbows down to lift the heart, tip the head back, and then put the very, very top of the head on the floor. And this just reverses that neck position and opens the heart. And then elbows press down, lift the head, and release out. Really, really good work. Bend the knees, bring the feet back toward your heels toward your hips rather. Take a pause. If you are in a child's pose, you can stay there. Moving into either thread the needle or pigeon pose or any of the variations on those poses. So if you're sticking with me, we're gonna thread the needle, cross right ankle on left thigh. And don't lift the legs up yet. Cat hair on my nose. Push the ankle into the thigh, allow this knee to open, and then neutralize your spine. So on me, that means I have a little space between the floor and my low back. Not a huge space, but just a little space. And then brace a little bit through the torso, from like shoulders to hips. And then cross body, shoulder to hip, shoulder to hip. So you've got this sense of staying really strong here. And then lift up the leg if it feels good. Hold the thigh, maybe hold the shin. So thread the needle is not like the easier alternative. In some ways, it's easier on the body, like there's not as much pressure on the knee. It might be a better position for your spine. Changes the hip flexor a lot in the non-opening leg, externally rotating leg. So there's just a lot of differences, but it doesn't mean that you're here and you're just passively like holding your leg. You're active here. Your center's active. You're pressing the ankle into the thigh is pulling back against that. And then from there, this knee gently opens up to the side and directionally like forward. Tap back into your breath. Last full breath here. And then you'll switch sides. Notice how you get there. Set it up, whatever it is you're doing. If you're sticking with me, find that sense of bracing shoulders and hips, cross body, shoulder to opposite hip, neutral spine, and then lift up. Ankles and feet are awake, they're active. Last full breath here. And then gently release out. Take the feet wide. Keep the feet really wide, just like we did it coming out of our back bend. Drop the knees to one side. You're going to pause here for a little longer. So whatever side you went to, so I went to the right side. If you're going to the right, your left leg is on top. Engage the left glute and press your hip around. If you went the other way, it's just perfectly flipped. Come back to center, and then just switch it. Drop your knees the other way. And then whatever glute that is on the top leg, gently squeeze it. Press the hip forward. And then come back through center. Walk the feet in close to each other. And then drop the knees out gently. Supta Baddha Konasana. Release the eyes if it feels okay. Take a full inhale here. Exhale all of your breath. And take a slow inhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Pause and hold on the top. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale all the breath and pause. Low inhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold on the top. Exhale 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Pause at the end of the exhale. Last time, inhaling 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, pause on top. Exhale 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then the breath just comes in and out gently and easily. You can release your legs out here for Shavasana. You can choose a different position that's more comfortable, whatever is working for you. Fantastic. Allow your eyes to soften. Maybe they close, maybe they don't. Allow your lower teeth to fall away from your upper teeth. Relax your glutes, relax your legs, your arms and shoulders, your neck and throat. And we're just here enjoying the absence of doing. You don't have to do anything here in Shavasana. Allow your breath to deepen here. When you're ready, reach your arms overhead, arch the back, stretch the feet long, and then bend your knees. Roll to your right side, and then use your left hand to press down, press into your right hand, and come all the way up to sitting. Sit tall, rooting the sitting bones, lengthening the spine through the breath. When you're ready, bring your hands to your heart in prayer. Feel the effects of your practice. See what you can take with you through the rest of your day. If nothing else, the breath. Inhale together. Exhale together. Bow your mind to your heart. Inhale, rise. Let your eyes open gently. Namaste. Always in gratitude. I thank you.